are the cards we seek, but 7s and 8s leave us up the creek on Card Sharks. Now, here's one of the stars of Card Sharks, Gene Rayburn.
Oh. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You're really a bunch of good sports, and I thank you very much. Now, speaking of good sports, here is one of my all-time favorite television personalities. He really is a terrific guy. He's extremely versatile. I've worked with him in all kinds of projects, and I've never seen him lay an egg in my entire life. Well, today is not yet over. Don't worry about it. Here's one of the great pioneer broadcasters, Mr. Bill Cullen. Yay!
Oh, Gene, thank you for those kind words. It does this old heart good. Speaking of old hearts, I would at this moment like to take your valuable time to introduce a man whom I have admired for ever so long. He's someone that shows us how this should be done. Alan Ludden. There.
You know, when you've got two pioneer broadcasters like Gene Rayburn and Bill Cullen around, these introductions might take so long we'll never get to Jim Perry. However, I'm going to be brief. We have a young man, and when I mean young, I mean he is so young it's nauseating. He does a wonderful show, though, called Tic-Tac-Toe. He gives away a lot of money. He's just here to make us all feel old. Wink Martindale.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're very kind, and you have good taste in your host. Well, you've met the stars of this show. Now I'd like to introduce... No, wait a minute. I'd like to introduce that gentleman from Canada who does such a marvelous job and has for years on Card Sharks, Mr. Jim Perry, ladies and gentlemen, your host.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to Card Sharks.
You know, by the time those four guys got done patting each other on the back, I could have started and finished World War III. But now that we're halfway through the show, welcome to Turnabout Week on Card Sharks. Now, if you're a little confused at the sight of 5 game show hosts in search of a game, let me explain. NBC asked us to do something special and exciting starting this week in order to launch the 1980 television season. Well, we refused to go along with that idea. Instead, we invited Bill Cullen, Alan Ludden, Gene Rayburn, and Wink Martindale to join us as contestants all this week. They're playing to raise money for their favorite charities. Now, incidentally, last time you saw Diana now, and we want them all to make some money for their charity. Last time you were with us, Diana Nalloway and Herb Davis were playing. They'll be back in 3 weeks. We've got 3 great weeks of playing for charity with 8 very interesting gentlemen. So right now, let's open up the board and deal out the cards as we meet the first 2 players, Wink Martindale and Bill Cullen. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Perry, sir.
Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Now, talk about a turnabout. I say this so often, I can't wait to say to you. Tell us about yourself, sir.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm the youngest of all the game show hosts in the room. But that's already been pointed out. My name is Wink Martindale.
You just lost.
No, you know, I do tic-tac-toe and...
Where are you from originally, Wink?
Jackson, Tennessee.
Tennessee boy?
Uh-huh, that's right.
And I understand your charity has something to do with that.
That's right. There's a little cerebral palsy center there, the West Tennessee Cerebral Palsy Center, and whatever I win, hopefully, on this show will go to the work of the West Tennessee Cerebral Palsy Center in Jackson, Tennessee.
That's great. And a gentleman I have long admired, Bill Cullen.
Oh, Jim.
Nice to have you here with us, Bill.
Thank you.
William? I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Oh, I thought that was what you were going to ask me.
Sure, that's all right. I was good. Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I didn't know that you were originally from Pittsburgh and all. Now, you live out here now? Are you in New York?
Yeah, I moved out here about 2 years ago, and like most people who move to California, I'm not working, so I thought I'd come here and play for my favorite charity. I can't get arrested out here.
Poor baby.
What's the charity?
Well, the people who gave me donuts when I wasn't even hungry, the Salvation Army.
Oh,
I'm doing it for them. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good luck to both of you in the match. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started. You both, I saw you all back there cutting cards frantically, getting written. Nice big cards, aren't they?
Big.
Now, before we get started, I want to tell you, now, whoever wins the match will take on the winner of the next match between Gene Rayburn and Alan Ludden, and we'll be playing round robin with the four of them all week. The two top money winners will be back in 2 weeks for the Turnabout finals, and there they'll be competing for a grand prize of $25,000 for their favorite charity. So it should be an exciting 3 weeks. Let's get things going. And Wink, as we had a coin toss, we're starting with you under the red. Wink, we asked 100 garbage men, have you ever found money in someone's trash? How many garbage men have found money in someone's trash?
Well, I guess that would depend on how long they've been collecting other people's garbage, but I would say that probably your average garbage man has found money in somebody's trash at some time or other. The question is it a lot of garbage men, or a lot of people, or a few people?
You can handle that, Wink. You can handle it.
It only involves the one number, right?
Yeah, you can handle it.
I would say that probably around...
The man is a master of timing,
Yes,
isn't he, friends? How many?
I'd say a number 37. That comes to my mind. 37.
37 miraculously came to mind. Have found money. Higher or lower, sir?
Jim, anyone who's been collecting garbage for any length of time has had to find, even though a nickel or a dime or something like that, it gotta be, because we're in a very classy neighborhood, and our garbage men, they come in cars. Higher. Yes.
If it's higher, then Bill plays his
I'm
cards.
sure.
If not, it'll be Wink with his.
Gotta be.
The actual number of garbage men who have found money in someone's trash is 62. Bill Cullen is off and running. Bill Cullen playing the blue, starts with an ace.
Oh, boy. Well, when it comes to cards, I am a whiz. I know what to do with that. Change? No. Lower.
Lower, he
Lower
said.
indeed.
Oh, a 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, a 10.
Thank you. Freeze.
Freeze. We move over the freeze bar, protecting that position. Bill has a lot of fans out there in the audience. They had no faith in him whatsoever. Freeze. Don't take any chances. Question going to Bill. Why are you waving a card at me that says COMML? She wants a commercial. We'll be right back, friends, with these nice people in a moment. Back with Wink Martindale and Bill Cullen. Okay, Bill with the lead. And the question going to Bill. Bill, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, do men tend to marry women who remind them of their mother? How many psychiatrists said, yeah, men do tend to marry women who remind them of mom?
I know a fellow who married a woman who reminded him of his garbage man.
And she was charging money.
Ugly girls. That's difficult. I would say, knowing psychiatrists or psychologists?
Psychiatrists.
Oh, that's a whole different thing. I would say about 41.
41 out of 100 psychiatrists said men do tend to marry women who remind them of mom.
Psychiatrists?
Psychiatrists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say 41, huh?
41, he says.
I forgot.
Oh, that's really a bad number, Bill. I think that men tend to marry women because they love them. I don't really think that there's any particular reason that involves the mother in a marriage. Perhaps it's true, perhaps it's false. I will go lower, though.
You say lower?
Yeah.
Why
break my record? So far, I'm batting zero. So.
Yeah, he had good reasoning. Let's find out. The actual number of psychiatrists who said men tend to marry women who remind them of mom is 74. Oh, no. Bill was right. Very much higher.
Did you go
Bill, we left off with a 10.
I beg your pardon?
You have a 10, which you could play or change if you'd like.
I wanted, as they say, change that card, Jim.
Whenever you win the question, you have that all-important option.
Yes.
A jack, a little better.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. A 3.
Sorry about that. Keep going.
For the first game and $100. Yes! Bill has game 1. The Salvation Army has $100. So,
Years of experience does this for him.
Game one, and the Salvation Army's first 100 for Bill Cullen, and now we'll deal out the same 2 decks of cards. Next card's off the top of the decks, and as I mentioned to our players often, they can remember what's been played. That's a big help. Do you remember cards that are being played, Wink?
No, I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
I proved that just about 3 weeks ago, playing 21 in Las Vegas. I'd like to break my record now, though.
Oh, yes?
0 for 2.
0 for 2?
Do you mind if I break my record?
No, you can do it, Wink. I'm rooting for you.
How sweet, how gentlemanly.
Yay, Wink.
What a lot of... Wink?
Yes,
Wink, we
Mr.
asked
Perry.
100 senior citizens, what is the symbol of the Playboy Club? How many senior citizens knew the symbol of the Playboy Club is a rabbit?
The symbol of the Playboy Club. Senior citizens.
Senior citizens. How many knew it's a rabbit?
I think the Playboy Club has been around so long now that even senior citizens know the symbol is the rabbit. So I think we're talking about a high number. Right, audience? Right. I heard 2 dissenters, but I'm going to go with a high number, and I would say that the number would be about 80.
80 out of 100 knew, Bill.
Beat that, Bill.
Boy, that's it. You put me in a spot there, Wink. Senior citizens.
Senior citizens.
I would say it's lower
Yeah.
because the rabbit died.
The rabbit died.
The rabbit died.
The rabbit died. It's lower.
The actual number of senior citizens who knew the symbol of the Playboy Club is a rabbit is 83. Not higher.
You did it. Congratulations.
The rabbit lived. Congratulations.
The rabbit died?
With a 3.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I got to go higher.
Playing it higher. A king.
Yeah.
Go, Wink.
I got to go lower.
Lower than the king of prize.
Yeah.
Wow.
Higher.
Oh, he's a gambler. And he's not right. It's not higher. Back to the base card goes Wink. And Bill gets a free chance. And an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace, a 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4, a king.
Lower.
Lower than the king, a 3.
Higher.
For the championship. Yes. Bill did it. Oh. Just gave him one small crack, and Bill goes in there. We'll see a little bit later in the next round, okay?
Okay, Jim.
Okay, Wink. And Bill and I are going to go over to the money cards and play some more for cash for the Salvation Army right after this commercial break. Back with Bill Cullen. And
Boy, this is a good
Lois
game.
and Melinda are going to come out and start dealing out the money cards that you cut. Come on out here, ladies, if you will.
This is the best game I ever played, Jim. This is a good game.
Good.
A good show, yes.
I'm glad
I
to hear
like
you say
it.
that. You cut those cards, right?
Oh, yeah, I
You
cut
realize
those.
how times change. Those cards probably cost more than some shows used to give away in a week.
Probably cost more than some that I did gave away.
Got brand new cards there, right, Lois? Be very careful as she deals them out. You know how we do it, of course, Bill, with
Oh, yes.
$200 on each level. Minimum bets of $50. Top card, you must bet at least half the money.
Okay.
Good luck, Salvation Army. Let's give them a bundle. Here's $200 to start you off. And, of course, you can change that base card on each level. Thank you, Melinda. We'll start Bill with 200 and a king.
I'm going to bet 150. Lower.
$150 that this is lower. Oh, a 2. He's right. Well done.
I will bet 325.
No.
350. 350. Higher.
The whole thing. Higher. Yes, with a jack. 700 and a jack. Kind of a tricky card now.
650 lower, and don't show me.
Ooh, 650 on a jack. And he said, don't show him. I'll show him. You got a 3, and you got 650. Okay, you did good. And a great card moves up. We're going to give you the other 200. Bill, you're already up to 1550.
Gets higher. It's a
Man
more
talks for a
difficult.
living, friends. You
Very,
realize
very
that.
hard now. Okay, a 3. $1,500. Higher.
$1,500. Higher.
$1,500 lower. Lower.
Or $1,500 the same. I thought you were really rolling there,
I did
Bill.
too. I was.
Oh, we still got 50. Of
I
course,
have
you're still in
$50.
it. My goodness.
I'm going to have to risk my
You held
$50 on higher.
All right, let's get back in
Let's
there for
go.
100.
There we
Okay,
go.
with a king.
$100 lower.
Trying to double it for 200. Yes! Third 3. Hey, this is not bad. You're making
Not
a pretty
bad.
good comeback here. Come on, William.
How much can I bet?
You can bet the whole 200.
The whole 200 higher.
$400. They could use
Better
that.
than nothing.
Be there higher. Come on.
That's my favorite charity, bust.
I would have made book on that.
Terrible.
Well, you do have 200 so far for the Salvation Army. We got a ways to go.
At least I did. I really did that fine, didn't I?
Yeah, no, you listen, you played it good. The cards just weren't very good. You're going to come back and play again another round, right? I'm sorry about that, Bill. Maybe better luck next time. And we are going to have two more fine players out here. Alan Ludden and Gene Rayburn are going to start a match right after we take time out for this. Well, Bill Cullen had a little tough luck on the money cards there, but nonetheless, a couple of $100 for one of his favorite charities, and he's going to have an ample opportunity to add some more as we continue the week. I'm looking forward to meeting now two other gentlemen. Now's my chance to get back at them. I have admired these guys since I was a little child. We'll deal out two brand new decks of cards, and am I going to hear it from Gene Rayburn and Alan Ludden?
Did you hear Bill Cullen say that this is the most fun game he's ever done?
You think he's ever going to get on Match Game again?
You think he'll ever play Password
I
again?
don't think so. His career is over in this industry.
Wait till he wants to.
You blew it, Bill.
Yeah.
However, he was a man of most discerning taste, I felt.
That's right. Who makes Tom Kennedy suits? Doesn't he look good?
Really great, doesn't he? Time to get him now, right? All right. Who are you playing for,
He doesn't look like Tom Kennedy.
Planned Parenthood. World Population Control.
Good. And Alan?
I'm playing for the Los Angeles Zoo because we need a new bus at the Los Angeles Zoo. So I'm going to try to get a bus for Los Angeles. That would be nice.
Two good charities, two good guys. Nice to have you both here.
Thank you.
Let's get started. And again, we play the best 2 out of 3, continuing the round robin with a question to Gene. I remember Lady Godiva. When she rode naked through the town, she asked the people to stay inside and not peek out their windows. So we asked 100 men, if you had been there that day, would you have peeked? How many men admitted they would have peeked?
Is that a silly question? I mean, you can't say 100, can you? Can I say 99 and a half? No. I would say 90 would have said they would peek.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Would you have peeked, sir?
You bet your blank.
He says 90, Alan. Higher or lower? What do you think?
I left it wide open for you.
Yeah. I'll say higher.
You say higher. Think even more.
Yeah. I can't imagine the man admitting that he wouldn't.
Oh, I see. So another peeker, I assume, says higher. The actual number of men who admitted they would have peeked is 88, not higher, just a little lower. Almost all of them, but 88's a little lower. Gene's happy about that. A jack. You going to play that? Or you gonna...
Yeah, I'll play that card.
Okay. What would you like to do with it?
We'll take a little step.
A little step down?
Step down.
He got the big
two. I'm living right there.
Yes.
All right, I'll go higher, naturally.
Higher than a 2. A king.
You know, if I didn't know it, I'd say there.
You know, somehow I get the feeling the milkman cometh there. Would you make a decision, sir?
Well, I'll make a decision, and naturally I have to go lower because the ace ain't going to be there.
Oh, bad decision on a good card. Alan gets a free chance and a king as well.
Lower.
Lower than a king. A jack.
Lower. With all these aces. Lower.
Lower than the jack. Oh! Face cards, and no one advanced, and question 2 will be coming up here in a moment, but first we're going to take time out for this. Gene and Alan are still trying to figure out the 12 guys who would not peek, but remember she said don't peek, so 12 of them took her
So
out
there
of
were
word.
14 honorable men in that group of 100.
That's right.
That's about the percentage.
88 and 14, that's 100.
Or
That's
weirdos,
up to my
as we
side.
like to
No,
call
6. 86.
Hey, we are going to continue this round robin
You're
with
trying to
these
make
nice
sport of my
gentlemen here
mathematical ability.
tomorrow, and I'm just going to keep
What are
right
you
on
doing?
going, gang. We have people here today with us from Lima, Peru, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Where?
We will all be back to continue this madness tomorrow on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
This is Gene Woods speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.